Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kyotoka. I'm Ryusei. Today I explain about Japanese traditional superfood, natto. Have you ever eaten natto? The feature of natto is slimy texture and unique smell. Some people don't like natto. However, natto is loved by so many people for its taste and healthy benefits. In this video, I introduce how to eat natto and some types of natto. I hope this will be interesting and informative for you. Yes, let's explore the world of natto. Do you know natto is sensitive to the heat? So we should not put natto on the freshly cooked rice. Let the rice cool for just one moment. Then put natto on the rice. This is most common way to eat natto. Natto is commonly packed in small single-serving containers with a sauce and Japanese karashi mustard. I remove the seed like this. Separate the lid. It's okay to add the sauce before stirring. However, there are differences between adding the sauce before and after mixing. If we add the sauce first, then mix them, we can mix them easily and the texture becomes less slimy and stringy. On the other hand, if we stir natto first and add the sauce after, the texture becomes fluffy and it enhances the flavor. I've heard we can get more nutrients from this method. If you like, please take a photo and use the information. Once the look becomes white and slimy, add the sauce and add karashi mustard. When I was a child, I didn't use karashi, but I love to add karashi to natto. Then put natto on the rice. Perfect. The origin of natto is steamed or boiled soybeans were accidentally fermented in the rice straw. Recently, it's not easy to buy natto in the rice straw. About 60 to 70 years ago, natto was commonly sold in this style. Then container was changed to single serving pack to improve the safety and efficiency. However, traditional rice straw natto has many nutrients. And another merit of natto is the smell of the rice straw. This woody smell is unique and amazing. Transfer the natto to the bowl and add a pinch of salt. Of course, we can use soy sauce, but if you want to enjoy the original taste and smell of natto, salt is best. Natto with salt is slimier and more stringy, and the texture becomes creamy. Next, I introduce some ingredients that go well with natto. We can enjoy natto with them, they increase the nutritional value of natto. First, Japanese leek and green onion. They are very popular and common ingredients with natto. The smell and pungency of them give a refreshing touch to natto, and the crunchy texture of them goes well with soft natto. If you don't like the pungency, please put it in the water, then squeeze it well. Next, Japanese pickles, nukazuke is best for our health. We can get two different beneficial bacteria, lactic acid bacteria and natto bacteria. Therefore, we can expect a synergistic effect in improving our intestinal environment. Moreover, if we use pickles as a salt, we can also reduce the amount of salt. If you don't get nukazuke, kimchi is a good substitute. Raw egg is also a popular ingredient with natto. Egg reduces the smell of natto and slimy texture. Egg and natto are perfect combo. This is a very tasty, quickly meal. And nori seaweed goes well with egg and natto rice. Put nori seaweed on top. This is perfect. Finally, this is tuna, maguro. Sticky texture of maguro goes well with slimy natto. Cut tuna into small dices. Good. Natto, tuna, and green onions goes perfectly together. I add the sauce or soy sauce. Then mix them well. Nice. Then top it on the rice. This is a luxurious way to eat natto. It's good to use okra instead of tuna. I hope you enjoy natto with your favorite ingredient. Next, I'll talk about the grain size of natto. There are some grain sizes of natto. When you try to eat natto, please check it. Natto is divided into 4 sizes: big, medium, small, and very small. And there are kanji of them. The texture of big natto is soft, and we can enjoy the texture of the beans more. On the other hand, small natto is a little bit firm and slightly slimier. I prefer to small natto. The difference in size is small, but our preference is different. This natto is hikiwari natto. The grains of soybeans are crushed first, then the skin is removed. The texture and taste are different from whole grain natto. Hikiwari natto is usually used for makizushi. Near future, I'll share how to make makizushi. The fine texture of it goes well with sushi. This is natto maki. Then minced tuna. Minced tuna and hikiwari natto are a good combination. It is gunkan maki. This is one of the biggest merit of hikiwari natto. Because it is crushed, we can absorb nutrients more efficiently than regular natto. Finally, this is calligraphy of natto. This kanji means put in and dedicate. The name natto has several origins. First, natto was dedicated to shogun, an important person. And second, natto was made in nassho, which was a kitchen in temple. And this kanji means bean. Thank you. Did you enjoy? I hope this was interesting and useful for you. Natto is very delicious and healthy. Do you get natto in your country? If you have a chance, please try to eat natto. Thank you for watching to the end. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a nice day. See you later.